House Speaker Paul Ryan is pushing the Republican plan to cut corporate taxes and simplify individual returns. Today, he discussed the need for reform with a group of Boeing employees at its plant in Everett, Washington. And his discussion on taxes came just hours after President Trump blamed congressional Republican leadership for what he called the mess awaiting them this fall as they seek to raise the debt ceiling. Ylan Mui traveled to Washington to talk to Speaker Ryan.
House Speaker Paul Ryan taking the case for tax reform on the road. He was here in Everett, Washington, touring a Boeing facility and talking with employees as well as the company's CEO, Dennis Muhlenberg. But President Trump threw a wrench in the tax reform message with a tweet that blamed both Speaker Ryan and Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell for not having raised the debt ceiling yet. I sat down with Speaker Ryan for an exclusive interview, and here's his response to President Trump.
I don't really take it as going after me. Look, that's an option we were looking at, but the VA deadline came up and we weren't able to do that then. I'm really not that worried about this. We have plenty of options ahead of us. We will pay our debts and we will make the debt limit. We will hit the increase before this is penetrated, meaning we will pass a debt limit increase before we hit the debt limit. Plenty of options in front of us. That one just wasn't available for us.
Do those options include a clean hike of the debt ceiling?
There's a bunch of different options in front of us. I'm not going to kind of negotiate to the media, but we have a lot of options in front of us. I'm really not worried about getting this done because I know we will get this done and we will pass the increase before we hit the debt limit.
The tax reform is Republicans' signature issue. Paul Ryan wants to simplify the tax code and rewrite it completely, but that could mean taking on some popular deductions like the one for mortgage interest.
We recognize, acknowledge, and believe you need to maintain the mortgage interest deduction. Whether it can be improved and how it works, that's a decision and the discussion we'll have on an ongoing basis, and that's what the Ways and Means Committee has all their hearings and process for. The point being, we're going to maintain some of those critical things because we think they're very important. Home ownership, charitable giving, saving for retirement, these are things that everybody needs to do, everybody wants to do, in conjunction with a dramatically simplified tax code.
Ryan acknowledged in our interview that tax reform is going to involve some hard trade-offs and that every household and business is going to have to be willing to give up some goodies if we want to lower rates across the board. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Ylan Mui in Washington State.